So today we were given this, well, we could have chosen like $20 cakes, but James wanted the pizza. So we were given this pizza today. And I've been reverse engineering this heart that a university instructor had put in her inbox or whatever, and she said free origami. So I thought, okay. So I took one, and I've been reverse engineering them, like this one, so that I could come up with my own. And I've just been coloring them on the outside, and then my back hurts. I'm taking them apart, then, again, and then I'm writing on the inside. So it's like, so I feel like when I was a teenager and I'd pass little notes in between classes or whatever to friends, and I never did a heart to wrap them up in, but now I will, because now I've been given this heart and able to give hearts to other people because of it. So yay! So now what the kids are excited about is this. James picked off all the meat for them, so that I should wait and see if he wants to give them meat. They really want it. Can you see Elvis begging from there? Look how good he is at begging. Can you see that? He does this hand thing. Show everyone your hand thing. Yeah, check that out. That's some good hand action. I have to give him a little bit for this, but we'll see if James wants to. I'll have to give everyone some just for that, because they'd be like, well, why does he get some and I don't get some now? Okay, who's gonna sit for treats? Right away. That's a good little Elvis. You're good too. Look at you guys being good. That wasn't so good because you could see I was putting it towards Opie's mouth. So anyway, yeah, I'll just wait and see if James wants to give him this, because he should be the one to do so, because it is his pizza. And I forgot to bring the spoon to stir up the juice with. James isn't going to be happy. But I just have red bell pepper juice. And what I did was, like, he picked off all the meat before I stuck it in the oven. And the pizza just fit in my oven because I have a small oven. And so then I juiced bell peppers, which were also given to us today. And these mushrooms were given to us today, which I'm very thankful for. And we were also given these lemons, which I'm drinking hot lemon and honey, and this is my second lemon of the day. And James is having his lemon with the pepper juice. And I used the bell pepper pulp for on the pizza with the mushrooms. So, because it works out just fine. And that way we get the vitamin C from the bell peppers full and strong in the juice. I have a lot of foam there. I really don't like the foam. Anyway. We were just watching this before I came out. And this artist is not that bad. At first when I was looking at her stuff, I was like, can you come here? No, there we go. No, you just have to have the last words, don't you? Anyway, she was doing a bunch of dots, drawing some native dots, and I was thinking, this is really not very original, creative, skillful, anything. But then they showed some of her other work that she'd done, and it wasn't too bad. Now, I wouldn't say she's a great artist or anything like that, but it wasn't awful. And as far as things that are considered art in the past 100 years, That's not too bad. Anyway, so but she did something like there was this chair that she'd made, which I've had a lot of creative ideas for things that I remember I made something. I used to make things for my ex-boyfriend, and he'd be like, but I can't wear this. You know, there were different things. Like I made him a scarf that was like so long. I don't know, that might have been 20 feet long or something like that. I just kept crocheting. And anyway, did you want to give him the meat or did you want me to while you eat?
I'm just going to eat for you.
You're just going to eat. Okay, good. Annafred, that's not your food though.
Yeah, that pizza looks a whole lot better.
It does look good.
Thank you for
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the effort of taking off this meat for the kids. They're going to be thrilled. And they got some cheese here too.
A little bit. I tried to pick as much of that off as possible.
So go ahead and eat, or do you want to talk about those movies? What was this one like? I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, it was fairly interesting. He's an actor, and, you know, he's Gandalf or whatever, and he's done his stage acting, so he's got that accent and stuff like that. It sounds as though, you know, he's been eating lemons, you know. But I guess he's a pretty good actor.
Meat rain, as James likes to say.
Yeah, exactly right.
He does this
Paris
inside all
doesn't
the
like
time.
that. She usually gets
He
scared.
gets the pizza given to him, and it usually only has pepperoni on it, but has lots of meat this time. And he goes, meat rain, meat rain.
That's just from the leftovers of the crust. I give them the edge of the rim of the crust.
Oh yeah, you do that too. So I thought for sure he'd want to do it this time, but he wants to eat. That's okay. So what about McCullen? Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, it was a pretty good documentary for that type of thing.
But yeah, James finally got through watching the documentary with Bill Murray, or about Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was pretty good. It's nice to know that he's like 2/3 of a great person, and he's 1/3 maybe not.
Well, you know, it's like I was trying to explain this to James, and I'm sure he realizes it full well because he happens to be a man, and there are a lot of men that are like, women get the reputation of being so emotional, but men are incredibly emotional. They get really passionate about things, and you see them, they'll be fighting or whatever, and it's because they are filled with emotion. It's overflowing. They cannot contain it. And
men are good with, women tend to be good with positive emotions. For some reason or another, men traditionally have looked down on that stuff. But guys, on average, traditionally are very good at negative emotions. All you got to do, Pauline's done it, is watch a soccer game, professional or otherwise. And guys are there, they're mad at the referees, they're mad at each other. You know, like their opponents, they're mad at they're mad at the fans, they're mad at each other, their teammates and stuff like that. So they're pros at being mad. So getting mad, stuff like that, in different sorts of ways. Throwing temper tantrums, flapping their arms. Wayne Rooney was great at that. And
Paris.
Then there's the emotion of pride. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo, the handsome. Well, I won't say what he is. I don't want to get sued. We know what he is, but I'm afraid he's got a lot more money than we've got. And I'm just waiting for #MeToo to really get hold of that guy. But so yeah, there's guys who are amazingly emotional, but when it comes to positive emotions, they tend not to want to express them.
But anyway, so I figure Bill Murray is a very passionate man.
Yeah, so I checked a little bit more about, you know, like he didn't get along with Richard Dreyfuss. The guy who was in American Graffiti and Jaws and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he thought he was arrogant. And Dreyfuss maybe is, or probably is. But here's how Bill treated him on the set. what he'd do is he'd invade his personal space. And then sometimes he'd put his head on his shoulder. Sometimes he'd scream in his ear, just without warning. So, this is unprofessional on the set. Like if it's, after the movie's over and you meet him in public or something like that, then you play those silly games if you think they're necessary or stuff like that. But you don't do that on set. It's unprofessional.
Hi, you like the meat.
And
that's good.
That's just the beginning.
You want to come up here? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. There you are.
So yeah, Fisticuffs apparently with Chevy Chase on Saturday Night Live. Getting ready. There are a fair number of stories. I mean, you usually don't see in Wikipedia under entry for actor feuds, but there's a whole section on Bill Murray's feuds. So he's got some problems, but with the average folk, he's good. Like he drops in on people and stuff like that. It's really a no pressure situation, and maybe he can't really handle the pressure. And then he's a great artist. He always seems to make me laugh. He's got that funny. They say the comedians don't smile, and it's his little smile where he's kind of resisting it, but he's got that wee little mouth, and all of a sudden it's curling up at the edges, and you're going, I can't help it.
Oh my gosh, you guys
Hey,
just got so excited. Every noise now is making them
so
excited.
where's Elvis?
Elvis, are you getting excited? You are.
He's gonna whip
Way
around.
too
I
excited.
don't know what it is. They get
Elvis
excited.
can jump off the deck. He fits between
Of
the
course.
rails,
Yeah,
and he can just go if he wants to.
Well,
but
it seems like I was afraid he was
I
going
try
to go
to-
that- if he'd gone that way.
I try to block it off as well as I can, but
If he'd gone that way when I thought he was, he would have got run over by that. And
he's been really good about not just jumping down and taking himself for a run. Right, Elvis?
Anyway,
Yeah, you try
so
to be
what
good
happened
boy.
with
and
this
you're
Nazi
very
movie
good boy.
here?
Oh yeah.
They had one Nazi in a white uniform, and that's the Sam,
Yeah.
whatever his
The
name
man
is,
who
Sam
killed
Elliott.
Hitler and the Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Sam Elliott.
well, that one. Poor
We were
Sam
talking.
Elliott,
I don't know. I
It had
missed a lot
Bigfoot
of it.
vomiting.
Yeah, we did see Bigfoot vomiting,
Wow.
and yes, he did
Especially-
kill Bigfoot.
He killed Bigfoot. Now we know who did it.
So-
you know what I'm saying? Jeez.
But I can't really tell you much more about that movie. We were not watching it.
Well,
We were in the same room with it the whole
I was
time.
laughing and then partly sympathizing with Sam Elliott because I like his voice and that mustache. Like, who else has a mustache like that,
It is a
So,
pretty awesome.
it's an
mustache.
awesome mustache and
Yeah.
an awesome resonant deep voice. you know?
Yeah.
So he always plays Sam Elliott, and it doesn't matter what did they ever have him playing a villain? But it's usually like that southern good guy. We know there are good guys from the southern part of the whites from the southern part of the United States, and he's the one. He's playing that one guy that's really a good dude. So maybe he plays villains. You never seen him as a villain?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I get the impression he's a big, tall guy.
I'm gonna eat my apple, but I have to wash my hands now before I do.
Yeah. And what's running, even as I don't like
What?
wasting the energy, but even as we
Oh,
speak
is
out
it
here,
still going?
yeah, I don't know why I left it on, but maybe I was hoping that this Dottie lady,
I saw enough of it.
Dottie in parlance means kind of a little bit wacko.
It seemed like it might be ending soon.
Wouldn't you say she's Dottie? With wacko.
Huh? I don't know. She was doing a lot of dots.
Well, she's been very good at marketing herself. And, she's the one that gave me the idea of doing, becoming a big famous artist.
Elvis, you can't yell about
And
that.
what
You
I
got
want to
it
do,
first.
my whole shtick will be just doing, and I'd sell prints of refrigerator
No.
art.
Now you can't because now somebody else is gonna do it.
No one's watching this.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, refrigerator art. We're doing this for posterity. This is the day when I did it, the 22nd of May.
Yeah.
This is when I figured it out. And she was the inspiration. She's not really inspired, but I guess she's inspiring. Because I'm looking at it saying, geez, she can become world famous. She should be world infamous. she does all these stupid dots. She does have some talent, but the whole thing is you've got to. I've seen soccer players, I've seen sports figures who've got all sorts of talent when it actually comes out to leaving it on the floor, as they say, or the court or in the field. They don't do it. She's scared to do real art, so she does stupid. I was going to say a four-letter word, garbage, and stuff like that. So I want to do refrigerator art. I want to do prints of it, sell them for a huge amount of money, and extra money for the magnets. Magnets included if people pay for it extra. And it will be like kid stuff, like here's the sun, a little yellow circle with rays coming out of it. I'm going to find the ideal number of rays. I get the impression it's something like 12, when you say. And little clouds that look like, like bubbles or something like that. And stick figures, kind of like for people. And the mouths won't be quite symmetrical. They'll be a little off to one side, And like with the sun, it's going to be kind of, not exactly a circle. And then the rays, some of them won't touch the sun, some of them will be into the sun and stuff like that. So I'll have a great fun doing that. I'm not going to spend much time doing it. They were saying she was in a hurry to get stuff done and get things done in the heat of the moment. I'm going, well, it looks as though she was in a hurry. I don't know. It's if you're not really stressing yourself. Yeah, some of it's good. She's got talent, but she's not showing
like the
it,
drawings of the flowers and stuff. That was
of course, that's early stuff.
It's a lot better than the drawings of my flowers I did on here.
But Georgia O'Keeffe, I mean, those are just line drawings. When you're actually putting color in, you know how much more difficult it is to do, right? So she's either a mentor or an inspiration was Georgia O'Keeffe, apparently. I'm going, like line drawings. A couple of them look pretty good. A couple of them look like kind of.
And I like this one abstract piece that was like.
Stuff. Well, there was one that looked like there was a lot of there were a lot of diagonals in it.
Yeah.
That's
and black. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going. What a relief from all those stupid dots and circles and globes. I mean. Here she's wearing, like she's drawing lines there. What's wrong with her? She must have been having an off day or something like that. But she's dressed in a clown outfit, like she's like a distaff Ronald McDonald. She's wearing a red. Is that a wig, do you think, or she's just dyed her hair that way? Hard to say. It looks like a wig. And that's good, But when she's actually doing Ronald McDonald type of stuff, on canvases or whatever, I'm going, why would you advertise, It's like truth in advertising. I'm a clown, Anyway, she's wearing a clown suit with dots all over it. I know, why not? It's just, why not give me some art? The whole thing is, if they can't do better than me, like consistently. What I mean is, she can do better than me, but she doesn't. So if she doesn't have the courage to actually get out there and do stuff that's better than what I can. I'm not saying I'm good, much less great.
I don't think she was too bad.
Well, I mean, the stuff that she's churning out for consumption is garbage.
As far as
whoa, yeah. Wow, talk about that. You see, that woman should have had the motivation of this little dog here.
No, as far as I'm concerned, with art, as long as somebody can do one awesome piece, that's all they need to do. That's it. I'm happy.
Yeah, but that's the only one I want to see. She's just churning out exhibit after exhibit, display after display.
And she did manage to pull off some good. So, seeing the good, I'm thinking, well, she might be able to pull off awesome at some point, right?
Yeah, and it's never too late. So, in case you're watching, whatever her name is,
but until she does, I don't think she warrants
you can
having
turn
a
it around.
Before.
It's never too late, Like you consider yourself out on parole now, And the whole thing is report back and see if you can do a little bit better. You're never too old. It's never too late. So, time for a little redemption.
You gonna eat your pizza?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
All right.
Just why I'm delaying is I've got to drink that.
Oh, the juice. Yeah, I know.